Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer Huber, also known as Solo Travel Girl, and since June of 2022, I've been using Mounjaro to manage my type 2 diabetes. Before I get into this week's update, which is week 101 of this Mounjaro experience, which means almost 2 years, I just want to provide you with my disclaimer that I'm not a healthcare professional and I'm just sharing my personal experience and opinion about using Mounjaro to manage my type 2 diabetes. Also, I have no relationship with the drug manufacturer and I have no relationship with any pharmacy that is dispensing Mounjaro. And let me just say that Mounjaro really has been a game changer in helping me achieve a better version of myself. Um, when I started off on this journey, my A1C was 8.2 at last check, which was the end of January of this year. It was 5.6. I have lost almost 60 pounds. That gives you a clue into this week's update. I've lost almost 60 pounds, but I've also lowered my blood pressure. I had high blood pressure and I was on medication. I no longer have high blood pressure and I'm no longer on a medication for that. I had non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, and that has since been reversed. Check out last week's video. And then my cholesterol numbers are improving. I am still on a statin. If I was not diabetic, they would be good numbers. However, they are still a little bit high for being diabetic. At least that's what my doctor has told me. So anyway, let's get into this week's update. Week 101, week 41 at the 7.5 milligram dose. Weight loss, I gained 2 pounds this week, which I don't understand how that happened because I had mermaid camp weekend over the weekend at Weeki Wachee Springs. There'll be a separate video with photos and video that's coming soon. I don't know when because I haven't received the photos and videos. There was a professional photographer there capturing images. However, it was an amazing experience. It was kind of terrifying, but my gosh, after the first day, I was just wiped out. I got back to my motel around 5 o'clock and I slept for 2.5 hours. I got up, ate a little bit, and then I slept at least another 8 hours until I needed to go back because I exerted a lot of energy. I had no idea how much energy it takes to be a mermaid. So when you see mermaids, mermen out there, fin folk, just really appreciate what they're doing because being a mermaid is really hard and takes a lot of energy. But anyway, I did gain 2 pounds this week, so I'm up to 139 pounds. I'm not mad about it. That still means that I've lost over 50 pounds, almost 60 pounds on Mounjaro. That's 58 pounds because I started off at 197 on this journey. Yeah, so that would be, I think it's 58 pounds. I don't know. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 10 o'clock. Oh, sorry. It's been a day. So anyway, exercise. I had a lot of swimming over the weekend and then walking Radcliffe twice a day. Not over the weekend because I did kennel him. And I don't know if you could hear him panting. We just got back for a walk. That's why I'm kind of glistening a little bit. It has cooled off in the evening in Florida. However, it is still very hot in the 90s. It's like that Death Valley hot. We did get a little bit of rain today, but really not much really not much to make a difference. And my cat, one of my cats is down here. Not sure if you can hear him. Um, Glucose, I did find some glucose strips, which I think gave me some accurate numbers. One was 101 the other day, and then I think it was 97 this morning. I'm not gonna post the video like I usually do, but basically low 100s, upper 90s. Though that is a non-fasting number. Nutrition, kind of being mindful. But I did eat some chips and salsa when I got home last night. Maybe that explains the weight gain, all those carbs and that. But yeah, I'm chugging along on my Mounjaro journey, and here we are, week 101. And if you remember back in January or previously, I talked about how I love making smoothies and how smoothies really have been an important part of my healthcare journey. Even before I started on Mounjaro, I would make a lot of smoothies in the morning. And I, one, love my NutriBullet, and I make a lot of smoothies in my NutriBullet, but I got sucked into the social media craze with the BlendJet, and I purchased a BlendJet last year. Well, if you remember, early in January, I posted a video about how I needed to destroy my BlendJet because there was a safety recall. It was a voluntary recall. And people who had the specific models of BlendJet, if they destroyed and sent proof that their BlendJets were destroyed, then they would receive notification whether they are approved and that their order is confirmed, and then a new base would be sent out. So I did it. Video is here. Set it off in January. You can see this is a confirmation back in January of confirming that I submitted, and my order was acknowledged, and they said they should be shipping out the base soon because I still have the cone, or the top, I don't know what this is called, the barrel, I'm not sure, but basically this would go on top of the motor in that, and that's how you make your smoothies in that. And the reason why I went with the BlendJet is because NutriBullet, at least what I have, is not wireless. It's cordless. I need to plug it in. With the BlendJet, you just charge it and go. The BlendJet does have a smaller capacity than the NutriBullet. However, it's somewhat convenient having the BlendJet, and it's fun. So it's June now, and I got thinking the other day, well, actually like a month ago, I'm like, where's my BlendJet? I haven't received it, haven't received any emails. Well, I went back in my emails, and in April, I was sending an email basically saying, here's the email, basically saying that there was like high demand and there was a backlog, and basically that hopefully by June, they'll be shipping out BlendJets. So it's June 3rd, so I'm hoping June is going to bring me a new BlendJet base so I can get back to making BlendJet smoothies, because really it's kind of silly because I am getting text messages from BlendJet. I'm getting emails about different recipes and things to try and products to buy, and honestly, I don't want to buy another BlendJet product if they can't make good on the one that I previously bought, and that they said if I destroy it that they'll send me a new base. Well, kind of getting annoyed at that. But let me know in the comments, did you buy a BlendJet that needed to be, or that was on the voluntary recall list, and then did you destroy your BlendJet in hopes of getting a new one? And did you get your new one already? Please let me know in the comments. All right, my friends, that's it for this week. I know it's almost 10 o'clock, and before I got on here, I did walk Radcliffe, and I was actually messing around with my car. My headlight went out. It's my second headlight to go out in like 2 weeks. I had the guys at Firestone replace the other bulb, and I'm trying to replace this other one, and I've spent over an hour trying to replace it, and it's just like this annoying clip. I've almost given up, but I'm going to give it one more shot in the dark to put my headlight bulb in its spot. I don't know. The guys at work were razzing me. I work with a bunch of engineers, and they're like, you can replace it yourself. I don't know. It's pretty complicated. I have a 2014 GMC Terrain with almost 250,000 miles on it. Yeah, it's old. But anyway, I'm hanging on to it until the wheels fall off, and I hope that's a long time. I want to make it to 300,000 miles because, I don't know, I like my car. I like my Saturn before. I had 3 Saturns before, and I'm just a GM gal. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, my friends, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for following along with me. And I hope you're having success on Mounjaro. And just remember, please don't compare your journey to mine, because my journey is probably going to look different than your journey. Your journey is going to look different from someone else's, and my journey is going to look different than someone else's. But remember, not only be kind to others this week, but please be kind to yourself. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.